Rise and shine and give God the glory, glory. Rise and shine and give God the glory, glory. Rise and shine and give God the glory, glory, children of the Lord. That is what my friend Joshua called and sang to me on a voice message on Facebook this morning. He was remembering when he was in church camp and others were in church camp, and I was the counselor for over, I don't know, probably 20 years there, and I would wake the boys' cabins up by singing the Rise and Shine song so that they'd be all bright and shiny when breakfast came around. Well, he was digging around in Genesis chapter 1, and it got him thinking about the passage that's there, and God says, let there be light. And he was asking about the Hebrew behind it, so I dug into my study resources. I'm not a Hebrew or Greek scholar, just so you know, but I do have books by people that are. And what this apparently is into English is yehi or. Y-E-H-I or, which apparently literally means light be. And God didn't need a plan. He didn't need materials. He didn't need to work up to it. He just spoke and reality itself obeyed. The word yehi comes from a verb that means to exist. To think about it that for a minute, God wasn't just turning on a switch. He was speaking existence itself into being. The light didn't exist until God said it should. And then he spoke and darkness had no choice but to retreat. Now here's where it gets beautiful. This is where my heart starts to race just a little bit. When you open the Gospel of John, he takes us right back to that same beginning. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. And that word, logos, is Jesus Christ. And John tells us all things were made by him, and without him was not anything made that was made. The same word that spoke light into existence in Genesis is the word that became flesh and dwelt among us. And listen to what John says. He said, in him was life, and the life was the light of men, and the light shineth in the darkness, and the darkness comprehended it not. And that word comprehend, it means the darkness couldn't grasp it, couldn't overcome it, couldn't put it out. Jesus is like just like the darkness in Genesis had no power to resist God's command. The spiritual darkness of this world has no power to extinguish the light of Christ. So when Jesus walked the earth, Satan tried everything to snuff out that light, from Herod's murderous rampage all the way to the cross itself. But on resurrection morning, that light blazed forth in victory, and that darkness lost. It always loses. So later, Jesus makes it plain, I am the light of the world. He that followeth me shall not walk in darkness, but shall have the light of life. You represent that light. God bless you and have a shiny day.